Good morning, Packers fans. Welcome to your Packers Daily Chat here on the Cheesehead TV social channels. It's Friday, folks. We finally made it. It's just about to be the weekend. I'm about to throw it down. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you for sticking with me today. A little bit of a late start, but had some stuff to do around the old Casa del Negler this morning. So thanks for sticking with me. Good to see everybody in the comment section. The schedule is out. We talked about that last night. You see my shirt, Packs What She Said. The new episode just dropped. Make sure you get on that. Maggie and Perry taking a look at everything that we saw happen during rookie minicamp and talking about what positions along the roster rookies could make the quickest impact at. Good stuff from Maggie and Perry, as always. Be sure to check that out. Hello to everybody in the comment section. Good to see everybody. Big B is here. What's up, Big B? Good to see you. Sandy's here on Facebook. Good morning, Sandy. Hope you're well. Brett, what are you doing this weekend? That's a great question. I'll have to check with Olive. She's usually the social calendar coordinator. We went to see the Doctor Strange movie last week, so hopefully I'll get a respite from that. Probably watching some Premier League, reading the newspaper, and trying to relax. That's on my docket. Hanging with my girls all weekend long. What else we got? What are your thoughts on Romeo Dobbs? The more I see of him on tape, the more excited I get. He's got some legit wiggle and ability to separate off the line of scrimmage. You can really utilize him all across the formation too. Now, again, you guys know I've preached it forever. Your college tape doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot once you step on an NFL football field. You've got to be able to continue to develop and improve and grow and show that you can, translate what you did in college to the pro level against, NFL competition. But all of that said, man, I really like him. It's fun to watch the Watson highlights. He's so explosive and athletic, but I would not sleep on Dobbs being in the rotation sooner rather than later. I just think he's got the potential to be, legit very early on. Now, the caveat is always he's a rookie. He's not going to come in and be Randy Moss or anything of that nature. But I think he's got the chance to help this team right away and be productive right away. And I'm not talking like, even 7, 8 targets a game or anything like that. I think, a handful of targets every game to start is kind of the expectation from looking at what he can do. Yeah, man, I am very, very excited. Carrying the G from Montana. What's up, Taylor? Hello from New York City. I hope you're doing well. Dobbs, 1,500 yards, 15 touchdowns confirmed. All right, relax. What else we got here? We got Soder in the house. What's up? Oh, sorry, the audio's bad. Sorry, hold on. Let me see if I can switch this. Hello, check 1 2. There we go. Well, no, that should be good. Sorry if the audio is bad for you folks. I'm talking into the microphone. Soder, what's up? It won't matter because the Packers will win, but I'm not a big fan of opening with 2 division opponents when both of them have new coaching staffs. Yeah, not a lot of tape to go through. I mean, you can look at their, past stops, obviously, but what they're cobbling together. Minnesota's offense is, you would think is going to be pretty similar to the Shanahan tree stuff that LaFleur's run, McVay runs, etc. So at least they'll have some familiarity there. And obviously in Chicago, you've got Luke Getsy implementing what LaFleur's been doing from the same tree. So there is some familiarity there at least. But I'm with you as far as unscouted looks and tendencies and things of that nature. William, what's up, man? Any advice for my younger bro who's 6'9", 280, and 15 years old? Holy shit. He's currently playing varsity for Sierra Canyon as a tackle. Trust me, the kid's got it. 6'9", holy Toledo, man. Just be as consistent as you possibly can with your habits. That's my only advice. I mean, goodness knows I wouldn't know a thing about making it to the league, let alone becoming anywhere close to a collegiate athlete, let alone a professional one. But the trait that seems to define all the guys that I've met throughout my time covering the league is, they instilled consistency in their habits very early on. There's those days that you don't want to get up and hit the gym, and these guys did it every single day. You know, and whatever that means to this young man. I'm not telling him what to do by any stretch of the imagination, but that would be the one thing that I would say is a common denominator across all the guys I've met. Big Daddy Cool Breeze, what's up, man? Bye week already in week 2. Bears equals poop. Man, the Bears equals poop thing is really going to become a thing, isn't it? Crazy. I love the draft. Love the draft. Basketball. Carrie, audio is good. Thank you. I was freaking out there a little bit. I was like, wait, did I forget to turn something on? Advice, diet, and exercise. That's not just advice for young athletes there, right? That's good advice for everybody. NFL employs more people than the NBA. It's true. Tell the kid to go play at Wisconsin. He will be an NFL lineman after that, most likely, no doubt. Nags, why do the Packers insist on repeatedly running Dillon between the tackles? Is this to wear the line out or what? I mean, I think it's a combination of things, right? He is very much built to kind of run between the tackles, right? And you did see earlier in the season last year where they had a lot more kind of power stuff, especially going into week 3, week 4 against the Steelers. And I think AJ's really suited for that kind of thing. It's not so much, the idea isn't to run into the line. The idea is to gain yardage. And sometimes it does look like he's just running into a mass of bodies, but there is a play design. Sometimes they execute it, sometimes they don't. Obviously, they fell off a little bit last year because David was out and then Elton was out late in the year. The running game did suffer because of the offensive line juggling they had to do. But, when they're running between the tackles, that's Madeline's thing, my oldest. She always says, well, I don't understand why they're so dumb. Why don't they just go around? That's what she always says. But there's a play design, and you have to hit it in rhythm. And yes, there's a bit of vision involved as far as where, especially in the zone scheme, where the hole might be opening up. But it's all happening like that. I'll never forget walking down. This is true. Walking down Fifth Avenue with Ryan Grant years ago, and him talking to me about the zone running scheme and where they're taught to look and what they're looking for, and when they have to decide to plant their foot in the ground and get upfield, and it all happens in an instant. So it can look like they're just, quote, running him into the line, but there's a little bit more involved in that. Now, even when you're not gaining big chunks of yardage, you are getting things on tape to see how they react, how they respond to it, how they defend it, things that you might be able to take advantage of later in the game, things you might be able to work off of play action-wise. So it can be frustrating in the moment. And I know this happens every week on Twitter when they do actually commit to the run a little bit and people get so frustrated. Why aren't they throwing the ball? It's like it all works in concert and it helps your quarterback more than anything else. So just remember that when you do get frustrated, and it's totally natural to see him, quote, running into the line of scrimmage and not gaining a ton of yardage, there's things that you're still getting from that as a coach, as a play caller. Maybe not immediate returns, maybe not instant gratification, but it all serves a purpose. Nags, your view of taking the bye in December rather than after the London game. I love it, actually. I love it. Give those boys a nice rest right before they make a run into the playoffs. I am totally down with it. Now, even the London thing, I think, gets blown way out of proportion. Like, yes, will they be tired after returning from? Yeah, of course they will. Anybody would. But they're football players, man. They got to get up and get ready for the game regardless. They guess it would be great if they have a bye, but they don't. So that's it. That's the schedule. Now they got to play it. They got to go 1-0 that week. I just, I think that gets kind of, it's this time of year where there's no actual games going on. So we have to talk about something. So people completely overanalyze the schedule in that regard. I'm telling you what, when they do arrive at that late season bye, they're going to be loving it. And they're going to be fresh and ready to take on 3 of 4 at home after that and hopefully into the playoffs. And ultimately, the bye always comes and it's like, oh my gosh, they really need a bye, no matter when it is. Like if you have an early bye, the Packers haven't had an early bye where they've had tons of injuries, and we've jokingly said, oh, it's a good thing they got the bye, and then last year they have a late bye, came at a very good time injury-wise. They got guys back afterwards, etc. It's like the bye is always good for resting and getting guys recovering from injury. Where it happens in the schedule, that's the schedule. You got to go 1-0 that following week regardless. Yeah. I just don't get too worked up about it. Like, they're creatures of habit, they're creatures of routine. Put them in their routine as much as you can. And yes, coming back from London certainly disrupts things. But by the time you're back in your own bed for a day or two, and they're playing at home that following week, ain't like they're going back on the road to travel. They're playing the Jets. So yeah, I just think it's a little overwrought, all the hand wringing about it. But that's just me. That's just something I'm into. Andrew, thanks for the super chat. The idea is to run the ball. Go Pack Go. Thanks, Andrew. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Nicholas, what's up, man? With the Colts taking Jelani Woods, Alec Pierce, and Dennis Kelly, somebody over there hates Packer fans. I mean, the Dennis Kelly thing did surprise me a bit. I mean, I understand they want to move on and want to get younger and develop their own tackle, etc. Totally get all that. And I also get the Packers fans being down on Kelly because of his playoff performance, which was not good. But man, he absolutely saved their bacon at right tackle last year. I don't, I think people have forgotten, when Billy Turner went down, Dennis stepped in and played at a very high level for a number of weeks in a row. Now, did he struggle against Joey Bosa? Absolutely. Do most tackles in the NFL? Yes, they do. It's I don't know, but yeah, the Colts. I think that's a smart pickup for them. As for the other guys, the Alec Pierce thing, I know Packers fans were really enamored with him. I know McGinn reported that they liked Pierce, but then obviously they made the trade up for Watson. But it's fine. I mean, the Colts keep getting my guys. I like Pierce and I liked Michael Pittman a couple years ago, and they took him. So they just keep getting my dudes. What else we got? Judy, what's up? Dog update. That is one thing Olive and I will be doing this weekend is looking at dogs. So God help me. Hopefully I'll have this sorted and done by this time next week, but you never know with Olive. William, what's up, man? Can't wait till Rodgers is throwing to the 10-plus receivers again like the good old days. Right? Man, spreading it around. Man, that's when Corey and I get really excited. When they throw up the graphic on Fox like Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre has completed passes to 11 different receivers. Like, oh, that's the good shit. I love that stuff. Hell yes. Billy Turner is gone. Correct, James. That is right. Well done. Oh, Brandy, there's the question. Starting Turner over Yosh was a mistake? Question mark. Man, look, Steno has forgotten more about football than you or I or anybody on this chat will ever know combined. He's forgotten it. But man, that was a tough call. I didn't love it. I didn't love it when it happened. I was very surprised that they put Billy out there coming off an injury. He even admitted he was playing on a bit of a bum knee. And I know, hey, look, Yosh was you know, all pro out there. I mean, he certainly struggled that first game in San Francisco week 3, but I mean, that was his first start. But he had played well throughout the season. I didn't love breaking up the chemistry. They had played well up front, well enough anyway, to operate on offense, score a bunch of points. And then they made that move, and it just felt like he was overthinking it. And I know Steno, hey, kudos to him for getting up there, when the assistants were made available. And he said point blank, that was my decision. Everybody was on board with it, but it was my call. So he took ownership of it. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that like Yosh would have been, this wall of granite that no one would have gotten past. That defensive front is no joke, and they were teeing off pretty well. And I don't think Yosh being out there would have been a game deciding factor. However, the struggles they had on offense all day, certainly protecting the quarterback. I think Rodgers is sacked 5 times in that game. You look at that and you think maybe makes a little bit of a difference. But all that said, the protection was great on the third down play where Aaron Rodgers tosses it up into double coverage on Devontae Adams while he has Allen Lazard screaming wide open over the middle. Great protection. Look at the play. He could have read War and Peace back there on that play. So I don't know. Jeezy baby, what's up, man? Did you see the Chargers anime release video? Classic. Dude, Chargers social just does not miss. That was so good. That was so good. That could have been on like Adult Swim or something. It was so well done. They do not miss. They are so good. So excellently done. Uh Bucks and Packers week 3 matchup. Wish it was later in the season. I hear you. I don't hate getting it out of the way though. Now, it's Florida, so it'll be fucking hot. And Rodgers and the Packers have not played well down in Florida, especially in the heat, etc. So, I mean, I kind of don't mind getting it out of the way. They'll be back in Florida for Christmas in Miami. But yeah, I hear you. But I don't mind like I said, I don't mind getting it out of the way. Just get it done. How do they forget Turner's previous playoff game at left tackle was terrible as well? Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't great. But they wanted the experience factor. That's what Steno talked about. And that's what Matt's talked about. Again, I just think they overthought it. What else we got? Who's the new jet sweep guy? That's a good question, Brandy. I think they'll use a bunch of people. I think it'll be kind of a rotating basis. I think Amari will continue to get looks there. I think they'll use Christian Watson there at times, and that is certainly a different body type than Tyler Ervin. But I think they will rotate a number of different guys through kind of the motion factor of the offense. I don't think it's going to be designated to one dude the way it was with Tyler Ervin a couple years ago. But that might be something that comes along as camp goes, right? Like they see somebody who's a little bit better at it. Maybe Dobbs becomes that guy. But yeah, I think you'll see a number of different guys be given an opportunity in that regard, I would suspect. All right, everybody, I'm gonna have to get going. Sorry, I got to cut this a little short, but it's Friday, and I got stuff to do, and so do you. Get out and enjoy the day wherever you are. Thank you so much for hanging out and talking Packers each and every day, Monday through Friday, right here on the Cheesehead TV social channels. Please do me a monster favor and hit like on this video. Subscribe to the channel. And before I go, I do want to say I can't thank you guys enough for the engagement, for being here each and every day when I'm doing Packers Daily, when I'm doing Extra Cheese, all the stuff during the draft. The schedule release last night was a lot of fun. It just really means a lot to me that you guys utilize Cheesehead TV in any way, whether it is here on video, whether it's our app, interacting on social, commenting on the website. It really means a lot that you use Cheesehead TV in any way, shape, or form when it comes to your Packers routine, because I know there is a lot out there. There is a ton out there when it comes to content about your favorite team. And that Cheesehead TV is in any way, shape, or form part of your day. Really means a lot to myself, to Corey, and everyone at Cheesehead TV. So thank you so much. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys bright and early on Monday morning here talking Packers. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great weekend. Go Pack Go.